it's hard to believe now it's been 5 years into the series, but it's now time for the 2022 NAFL season recap. In Anthony's Eastern Division, the Boston Luck, after struggling last year, won the division again. The New York Towers finished 11-7. The Toronto Huskies, remember, were really good last year, finished 12-4, but this year was bad as they finished 8-10. The Washington Stars finished 5-13, and the St. Juan Islanders, who won the division last year, finished 5-13, so an epic collapse for them. And the St. Louis Archers, the two-time champs, had probably their best season in franchise history as they went 14-4, but it wasn't enough to get first home field advantage. The Pittsburgh Drillers went 11-7 but missed the playoffs. But then again, look at their performance. Not really good. And the Green Bay Chiefs, first time possibly, had a winning record, finally. And the Columbus Cardinals struggled after making the playoffs last year and not playing good. And the Louisville Colonels actually struggled for once. That's not looking too well. And the Miami Orangemen, remember 2 years ago they made the playoffs for the first time ever, and then last year they went 5-13 or something like that. Now here they are, 15-3 with the best record in the league. That was crazy. Home field advantage too. And the Orlando Galaxy, I believe, made the playoffs for the first time ever, and they looked pretty damn good as well. Dallas Bulls just missed out on the playoffs. Mexico City Aztecs finished 6-12, and the New Orleans Jesters were the worst team last year with a near 300 negative point differential at 2-16. Even though it says 2-14 on the thing, they're actually 2-16, so that was my mistake. And the Los Angeles Wings went 14-4, but they don't have their starting quarterback anymore. They have a rookie. They brought in Lubbock Texans starting quarterback, and they still played good at 14-4. The Santa Clara Gold Rush made the playoffs for the first time ever at 12-6. Las Vegas Dice finished 9-9. And how about that? Oakland and Phoenix, the arch rivalries at the beginning of the series, 6-12. So not looking good in that regard. In my conference, the Montreal Saints finished 11-7, win the division. Philadelphia Americans finished 10-8. Richmond Panthers finished 9-9. And actually, honestly, statistically, they look like the better team in that division. Buffalo Broncos finished 9-9, and the Jacksonville Steamboats finished 6-12. Then the Wichita Thunder, back-to-back playoff years, looked really good, but they choked near the end of the year to finish 14-4, which was not enough to get first-round bye. Detroit Sparks finished 9-9. Memphis Jets finished 7-11, even though they had one of the better quarterbacks in the league, so it was incredible. And the San Antonio Steers finished 6-12, and the Chicago Wolves finished 5-13. Then the Atlanta Roses made the playoffs for the first time ever, and they got first-round bye at 14-4. The Cuban Patriots made the playoffs at 11-7. The Tampa Bay Zephyrs, remember they made the championship 2 years ago? Well, after going 4-14 last year, they improved to 7-11. And the Birmingham Blaze, they were the best team I thought last year in the league, and here they are 5-13 after falling short again of the championship. What an epic collapse. And then the Baltimore Knights finished 4-14. They've been really bad. And then the Vancouver Storm finally made the playoffs for the first time ever. They went 14-4, and they actually managed to sneak in and get home field advantage because of Wichita's collapse. The Lubbock Texans, without their quarterback struggles, they finished 10-6, but still made the playoffs. The Denver Rollers finished 8-10. San Diego Marines finished 8-10 with the best defense in the league, but their offense was atrocious. And finally, the Minnesota Raccoons finished 8-10. So, those were the division standings. So in the playoffs, of course, it was Miami Orangemen at 15-3, St. Louis Archers at 14-4, Los Angeles Wings at 14-4, and then Free Boston Luck, Santa Clara Gold Rush, and Orlando Galaxy. Then, in my conference, number 1, Vancouver Storm, number 2, Atlanta Roses, number 3, Wichita Thunder, number 4, Montreal Saints, number 5, Cuban Patriots, and number 6, Lubbock Texans. Alright, so in the playoffs, for the wild card, it started off with Santa Clara at Boston. Boston won that in a comeback, 26-22, and Los Angeles hosting Orlando. Los Angeles made the comeback 20-19 on the last-minute touchdown to win it. Then in my conference, it was Lubbock Texans at the Wichita Thunder. Wichita won it 34-21. And then Cuban, how about this? A very, very rare international game as the Cuban Patriots visit the Montreal Saints. And Montreal won it 37-24. Divisional matchup, Boston Luck at the Miami Orangemen. Miami won it 23-13. And then a rematch from the conference championship last year in the divisional round, as LA now visited St. Louis, and St. Louis got once again 38-21. And then in my conference, it was Vancouver hosting Montreal, a Canadian matchup, all Canadian matchup, as they would, Vancouver, since it wouldn't come to my head, would win it 37-14. And then Atlanta hosted Wichita, which Atlanta would win 24-19. So then the conference championships, everyone but St. Louis was here for the first time ever. And they were blowouts, but it was the away teams that won it. St. Louis beat Miami 26-10 to make it to the championship for the third year in a row. And Atlanta would beat Vancouver 23-10 to make it to the championship for the first time ever. So, the 2022 NAFL championship. 3 years now, St. Louis has been here. First time, they played Tampa. Then last year, they played Birmingham. This time, they have to play Atlanta. And funny enough, the last 3 championship teams on my side were from my Southern Division. Incredible. But unlike in the last year, where Birmingham made that giant comeback and lost in overtime, St. Louis dominated the entire game. They had pretty big lead throughout the game with only a mercy touchdown near the end. So St. Louis would win it 24-16, making it their third title in NAFL history. They have won 3 in a row. Incredible. They are a dynasty right now. As once again, Anthony is 6-0 against me in the championship. God damn it. I keep feeling like the last 2 years we have a chance to get, but then Wichita collapsed. They were I thought they were the better team other than Atlanta. And unfortunately, Atlanta just could not get it. Come on. Can I get a win, for crying out loud? But anyways, that's it for 2022, as we're going to get ready for 2023 soon. And we'll see. Will St. Louis do it again? Will they go for title number 4? Or will someone else take their reins over? Or maybe, preferably, maybe I'll finally win my first championship. We can only hope, at least for me. So that'll wrap up the 2022 season recap, as the St. Louis Archers, for the third year in a row, are NAFL champs.